What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Okay, here we are on this, the 26th of April. Sitting at about 13 cents right now, 9 hours, 36 minutes left in the day. We've been reaching to break above this area here, this point of resistance here, right? Trying to break above it time and time again over the past 4 days now. And my assumption is this, right? If we're trying to break through, but we just can't, we will inevitably break through, right? It's not that we're going to reject. If we were going to reject, I think we would have done it on the first attempt, and I think we did do that on the first attempt. This drop here, high to low, that was the rejection, but we're just back in your face here with it. So I very much do believe that what this is over the past 4 days, this is a signal that we are ready for a breakout move, for an endeavor that's going to take place that'll be rather robust and fast and probably take you to the next point of resistance. If we're looking at this price action here, the most obvious area, first and foremost, would be here at about 18.7 cents. The next area might be something around 23 cents. Something in between this could happen. Something even just below these lines could happen, but I'm thinking somewhere in this zone is where we'll go. Maybe a little bit higher, even here at about like 25, 26 cents. But essentially, these lines, what I'm talking about here, I'm going to delete where we are now. I'm just saying that we're winding up for the swing, and the swing is probably going to take us up in this area. That's my thoughts, somewhere up here, or at least at the very minimum something between this area 23 and 18 cents. That's the expectation right now. So looking at this here, looking at the daily time frame, looking at the RSI, we are slowly but surely moving into the overbought zone. The overbought zone, what's crazy is we've been in the overbought zone now for 4 days, and these are the weakest moves that we've seen. Like since we've moved up here, this is actually pretty damn weak. Normally, whenever you're overbought, you actually do see some fantastic growth, right? Sometimes you consolidate whatever, maybe until you get back to the overbought zone, or even outside of the overbought zone, back into the band. And maybe that's what we need to see. Maybe we need to consolidate a little bit more, get some red days, bring this back down, and then move up. But we just got into it. We haven't really seen any deep readings. So I think what this is, it's like a foreshadowing. It's a I want to say warning, but it's less ominous. It's just, I mean, I guess it's like a warning, yeah, of it's an alert of what's about to transpire. And I think it's transpiring to the upside. That's my expectation. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If we are to move down from here, it's fine. We can, and it's still fine. Low to high, we could move down to 11 cents. 11 cents. I like to put it in this kind of aspect because I remember, not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, 11 cents would have been really nice. We were jonesing for 11 cents. And now up here we're like, don't touch me. I don't want anything to do with you. Don't be afraid of 11 cents. It's fine. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. We could go even down to 10 cents and we're fine. Even lower than that and we're fine. So don't be worried of a little pullback, a little volatility. Something like this could happen. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'm not expecting that to happen personally. I do think that we are, instead of pulling back and then running, I think that we're just going to run. I think if we were to pull back, we would have done so already. In fact, I think that's actually what this was here. I don't think that we're going to. I think we're just winding up for the next leg up, but who knows? Time will tell. 4-hour RSI here is out of the overbought zone. The 4 hours kind of closed down. We've rejected the overbought zone a couple times. I will say this is not a good look. Generally speaking, when you reject the overbought zone like this, you don't get into the overbought zone, right? We did last time. Maybe we do this time. Just generally speaking, the more attempts that you have, you're trying to press in, you should get there. But if you just don't, that might actually set you up for a rejection. But at this point in time, we're still in a good position in the RSI. We're still above the 50, basically right there near the 60 as well. We do have lower lows in the RSI relative to this low here, higher lows in the price there. That's hidden bullish divergence, and if anything, that marks continuation. We did on the last 4-hour candle have a bearish engulfing candle with some added volume, if I'm being fair here, and that could imply some further downside. Right over here we did have a bearish engulfing candle as well with some decent volume as well, and that did send us down for the next about 16 hours there. So, or yeah, 16 hours. So if we move down for the rest of the day, and we even start off tomorrow, the 27th, on a red note, we can still recover and still grow from there. So don't be too worried about that, right? Don't be too worried if that happens. If in the next hour and 30 minutes we do come back and close this candle green, which it wouldn't take much because we're at about 0.15%, right? So it wouldn't take much to close this candle green. If we can do that, that will validate the notion of this hidden bullish divergence. That would actually set us up for an immediate move up. So if we can close this green, especially if we can get back closing above about like 13.3 cents. If we can start closing candles above there more consistently, I would think that we are about to run up, and instead of pulling back for the rest of the day, we actually might grow for the rest of the day, but it's a little bit up in the air right now. Let's see. Over the days to come, by the end of, maybe not by the end of this week, but by the end of this week, I would say, yeah, it's today's Saturday, yeah. Tomorrow, I would expect we do start to pump, but over the coming days, going into next week, I really do think that we're going to move up more. 1 hour time frame, RSI also looking bullish, but you're getting below the 50 here, showing the hint of weakness, right? You're kind of like trending down a little bit, it looks like. So you might bounce here, you might not. If we continue to drop, don't be afraid, right? We could drop down to 11 cents, 10 cents, below 10 cents, and we're fine if it happens. I'm not saying that we will. I'm just saying right now we're kind of precariously placed. So over the next, I would think over the next couple of hours, we will have a directional heading, right? Are we going to bounce here? Are we going to move up, or are we going to continue moving down? I don't think that we're just going to move sideways for the coming hours. I very much do believe by the end of the day we'll figure it out. So, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Here we are at 13 cents. The question is, are we moving up right now, today, or are we chilling for a couple more days and then moving up? That's kind of the question. So, either way, we're moving up. Either way, we are moving up. If we're looking at this on a weekly time frame here, weekly RSI bouncing off the 40, this is probably the most powerful signal that we've discussed so far in this video, is this right here. Bouncing off the 40 on the weekly time frame after being overbought. You can't get oversold. No matter how much you drop, you just couldn't get oversold. In combination with the fact that you bounced right off of your golden ratio. Bouncing off your golden ratio, bouncing off the 40 on the weekly time frame. I feel like we are just beginning right now, right? If you're patient, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, if you're patient, we're probably going to see some immaculate growth. Remember, whenever we were first in price discovery up in these areas, we literally, from this exact same price, 1 week later, we were up a whole 5x. 2 weeks later, we were up a whole 6x, you know what I mean? And from here, we're just getting started. This was the end of the move. This right here is equivalent to like this right here, right? We're just beginning this move. And just because we're at a slower pace than what this was doesn't mean that it'll be this much slower overall. It doesn't mean that we're going to like stop up here. I mean, maybe we do stop at the all-time highs momentarily, but I very much do believe we're going to break out to new all-time highs over the coming weeks, over the coming months. By the end of June, we will see prices that are at $1.65. Between there and $3.90, something like that is what's on the docket. And it really does stem all the way from this bounce off the 40 on the weekly RSI. I think that this is a very powerful signal. Again, in culmination with the golden ratio bounce here, it's a very powerful signal. I think we're going to see some good things come. We just got to be patient. Just got to be patient, okay? I don't know if there's anything else that I want to say. Just prepare. Don't be scared if we do go below 13 cents, if we do go below 12 cents. It could happen over the next couple of days. But I'm not worried about this. I'm not worried about this potential, right? I'm worried about if that happens and I'm not involved in it, right? The upside potential, or even if it doesn't go down, if it just goes up, I'm worried about missing out on the upside. It's a lot bigger of a move. So I'm just holding. I'm looking to buy more. If it goes down, I will buy more. But that's all I got for you guys. So hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'm going to get some water and try and bring this voice back to life. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.